Have you ever wondered if your dog is silently losing trust in you? The heartbreaking truth is that dogs almost never stop trusting their owners overnight. Unlike humans, they don't usually argue, complain, or explain how they feel. Instead, they communicate through small behavioral changes that most people completely miss. By the time a dog refuses affection or avoids its owner entirely, the real damage has often been happening for weeks or even months. In today's video, we're going to reveal the first signs dogs show before they stop trusting someone. Stay until the end, because the final sign is one that even experienced dog owners frequently misunderstand, and recognizing it early could completely change your relationship with your dog. Let's begin with the first and most important sign. Your dog becomes emotionally cautious around you. Most people think a fearful dog will run away or hide immediately, but that's rarely how trust begins to fade. Instead, your dog starts observing you more carefully than before. They may freeze for a second when you approach, hesitate before coming when called, or watch your hands and body language instead of greeting you with excitement. This hesitation is not stubbornness. It's your dog's brain trying to predict whether the next interaction will be positive or stressful. Dogs naturally trust patterns. When those patterns become unpredictable, even loving dogs begin protecting themselves emotionally. The second sign is that your dog stops asking for attention. Healthy dogs regularly seek connection. They bring toys, lean against your legs, follow you from room to room, or simply rest near you. But when trust begins fading, many dogs quietly stop initiating these moments. They don't necessarily avoid you, but they no longer expect comfort from you either. This change often happens so gradually that owners assume their dog is simply becoming more independent with age. In reality, emotional distance is replacing emotional security. The third sign is something experts call calming signals. Dogs often lick their lips, yawn, turn their heads away, blink repeatedly, or sniff the ground when they're uncomfortable. Many owners mistake these behaviors as random habits. In fact, they're often your dog's polite way of saying, "Please don't make me feel unsafe." Imagine someone smiling nervously during an uncomfortable conversation. That's very similar to what your dog is doing. If these calming signals appear every time you reach for them, raise your voice, or interrupt their rest, your dog may already be losing confidence in your interactions. The fourth sign is avoiding eye contact. Many people believe eye contact automatically means respect or love, but in the canine world, things are much more complicated. Dogs that deeply trust you often make relaxed eye contact while remaining loose and comfortable. A dog losing trust may glance away quickly, keep their head lowered, or refuse to meet your eyes altogether. This isn't guilt. Dogs don't avoid eye contact because they know they've done something wrong. They do it because they're trying to reduce conflict and avoid emotional pressure. The fifth sign involves body language. A wagging tail does not always mean happiness. One of the biggest myths about dogs is believing that every wagging tail signals excitement. A nervous dog may wag slowly while holding its body stiff, keeping its ears back, or lowering its posture. That's not confidence. That's uncertainty. Trust is reflected in the entire body, not just the tail. A relaxed body, soft facial muscles, natural breathing, and fluid movement all suggest emotional safety. Tension throughout the body often tells a very different story. The sixth sign is that your dog becomes unusually quiet. Some dogs bark less, play less, or stop showing excitement when their favorite person comes home. Owners sometimes celebrate this because they think their dog has finally become calm or well-behaved. Unfortunately, emotional shutdown can look almost identical. A dog that no longer expects positive interaction may simply stop trying. This emotional withdrawal is one of the saddest signs because it often goes unnoticed until the bond has weakened significantly. Now let's talk about something many owners accidentally do every day. Inconsistent behavior destroys trust faster than occasional mistakes. Dogs don't expect perfection. They expect predictability. If jumping on a couch is allowed one day, but punished the next, or if affection suddenly turns into yelling without warning, your dog struggles to understand the rules. Unclear expectations create anxiety. Dogs thrive when they know exactly what earns praise and what doesn't. Consistency builds confidence, while unpredictability creates insecurity. Another important warning sign is reduced enthusiasm during training. Dogs that trust their owners usually enjoy learning because training becomes a conversation rather than a test. If your dog suddenly becomes distracted, reluctant, or hesitant during simple exercises they once loved, the issue may not be intelligence or stubbornness. It could be that training has become associated with pressure, frustration, or confusion instead of teamwork. Positive reinforcement builds trust because it teaches dogs that making mistakes is part of learning rather than something to fear. Let's discuss physical touch. Many people assume all dogs enjoy constant hugging, kissing, or being picked up. In reality, many dogs tolerate these actions because they trust their owners, not because they actually enjoy them. As trust decreases, tolerance often disappears first. Your dog may lean away slightly, stiffen their body, lick their lips, or walk away after being hugged. Respecting these subtle boundaries actually strengthens trust because your dog learns that their communication matters. Here's something fascinating about canine psychology. Dogs have remarkable emotional memory. They may forget where they buried a toy, but they remember how repeated experiences make them feel. If every nail trimming, bath, medication, or grooming session becomes stressful without positive experiences afterward, your dog may begin distrusting not only those situations, but also the person involved. This is why professional trainers often recommend ending difficult experiences with praise, treats, calm voices, and rewarding activities. The emotional ending matters just as much as the experience itself. Now we arrive at the most important sign of all. Before a dog completely stops trusting you, they stop being emotionally honest around you. This may sound surprising, but it's incredibly important. Instead of expressing excitement, curiosity, fear, or playfulness naturally, the dog begins suppressing those emotions. They become careful instead of confident. They watch instead of participating. They wait instead of engaging. In other words, they no longer feel emotionally safe enough to be themselves. This is often the final warning before the relationship becomes much harder to repair. The good news is that trust can often be rebuilt. Spend quiet time together without demanding anything. Let your dog approach you voluntarily. Reward calm behavior with gentle praise and treats. Avoid punishment based on fear or anger. Learn to recognize calming signals instead of ignoring them. Create consistent routines for feeding, walking, training, and resting. Most importantly, become someone your dog can predict. Predictability creates safety, and safety creates trust. Remember, dogs don't ask for perfection. They ask for patience, kindness, and understanding. Every positive interaction becomes another brick in the foundation of trust. Every moment of respect tells your dog that they're safe with you. If you've noticed any of these warning signs today, don't panic. Start making small changes now, and your dog may slowly regain the confidence they once had. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more fascinating dog behavior insights. Tell us in the comments which sign surprised you the most and whether you've ever noticed any of these behaviors in your own dog. Your experience could help other dog owners better understand their loyal companions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.